What's up, everyone? Happy NFL Sunday. NFL games already starting, right? Shucks, it's a little after 8 a.m. here on the West Coast. First game, 6:30 in the morning between the Falcons and the Colts. It's halftime right now. Great game thus far. Drake London touchdown right before the halves, giving the Falcons a 14-13 lead. Colts got 2 missed field goals. I still think the Colts find a way to win this football game. I know they're trailing by 1 here at the half. I think the Colts find a way to win, but obviously the Falcons are being very competitive. Daniel Jones, what a horrible interception there right before the half. Hey, Louisiana sports still sucking, right? LSU played competitive last night against Alabama. Frank Wilson, you got to give him a lot of credit for steadying the ship there in LSU, but not enough. This LSU offense has just been shaky all year, right? LSU was sold a bill of goods, though. They were going to have a ton of depth at the wide receiver position, right? But none of them are really that good, right? And so we don't have weapons on the perimeter. We got a good tight end in Tre'Davious White. Garrett Nussmeier is not getting the production we saw out of him on last year. The offensive line is horrible. The defense had a valiant effort on last night, but the offense is just atrocious. Only 9 points, and they've been atrocious all season long, right? And then the Pelicans lost. Trey Murphy, 41 points last night. They were competitive, right? They're 2-1 since Zion Williamson's been out. And once again, the Pelicans got a lot of injuries. Zion Williamson's out. Jordan Poole's out. You still have DeJounte Murray out. He may not be back to January. So once again, it's the same old story for Louisiana sports with LSU and the Pelicans losing last night. I'm going to tell you something, folks down in Baton Rouge, New Orleans, state of Louisiana. If you want a winning team, you better start rooting for the LSU Lady Tigers in women's college basketball, because that's our best chance of having a team to compete for a championship. They're number 5 in the country right now. Kim Mulkey, don't do them like that, right? Man, they beat Southeast Louisiana 115-26. Right? And they play on the road today at Georgia Southern. I expect LSU and the Lady Tigers to win that matchup going away on today. So that's your only hope in Louisiana, right? Is these LSU Lady Tigers. College baseball, right? LSU's won 2 out of the last 3 national championships. That's our only hope, to root for a successful team. So if you don't like college baseball or women's college basketball in Louisiana, I suggest you become a fan, because that's our only hope for success. Saints gonna lose again today on the road at Carolina, so they will fall to 1-9. Our only hope, yeah, I'm telling you, women's college basketball, college baseball, you better become a fan down in Louisiana. And speaking of women's college basketball, USC against North Carolina State today. It's probably the game of the day. NC State had a big win over Tennessee earlier this week, so I like NC State to beat USC. A lot of good games in the NHL on today, right? You got the Blackhawks at the Red Wings. I'm going with the Red Wings in that one. You got the Kings, LA Kings at the Pittsburgh Penguins. Pittsburgh Penguins year over year has improved. I'm going with the Penguins. You got the Carolina Hurricanes, who was in the conference finals on last year, going against Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm going with the Maple Leafs. And you got the Ottawa Senators hosting the Utah Mammoth. The Mammoth is improved tremendously as well year over year, but I'm going with the Ottawa Senators in that one. The Seattle Kraken is having a good year. They're one of the newer franchises in the league, going on the road against the Dallas Stars. I'm picking the Dallas Stars in that matchup. The Winnipeg Jets have lost a couple of games in a row. They're the best regular season record in the league last year. They're on the road against the Anaheim Ducks today. I'm picking the Anaheim Ducks in that one. And then in college volleyball, Nebraska still 23-0. College volleyball is huge in the state of Nebraska. I mean, they will play games in the football stadium and get 90-something thousand people strong. They're a dominant program. They're 23-0. I still expect them to win it all. We got a couple other good games today. Indiana against Wisconsin. In that one, I'm going with Wisconsin. And then Kentucky, a team on the rise. They're number 2 in the country. They're hosting Tennessee today. I'm picking Kentucky to win that matchup. All right, everyone, enjoy your Sunday. Pray for your boy. I'm still suffering with Louisiana sports, but hey, women's college basketball is here, so I'm going to have something to root for in Louisiana. All right, y'all have a good one, everyone. Be blessed. Enjoy your Sunday.